Locked Inside the Disney Vault is a movie so horrible, so horrendous, that nobody ever spoke of it. It ain't from Pixar or Disney Studios, but boy, nobody has ever mentioned it. Aw, come on, Disney already made some shit like Cars 2 or Chicken Little, you know? I mean, they can't get that bad, right? Right? Fuck! Sorry, I have a terrible high pitch. But seriously, Disney, what the fuck is this shit?
Having a really nice day, really nice day, really nice day. I'm having a really nice day, really nice day, really nice day. Why don't you come out to play, come out to play, come out to play.
What the fuck? Why the actual hell did Disney make this shit? Hey guys, Anti-Fan2001 here, and I really appreciate your company right now. Oh my god. You'll need 10 bottles of this to get through this piece of shit. Alright, back on track. Hey guys, Anti-Fan2001 here. Said that twice. I am here today to do not a review. This ain't gonna be a review. Hell no. This is an extreme rant on the wild. The worst fucking thing brought up by Disney in all eternity, period. But if you really want to know the atrocious story of the wild, I'll give it simply as it is. It's basically about this dad named Samson and his son named Ryan, who's a dumbass, and yeah, it's this motherfucker's son. Yeah. And Ryan's basically trying to learn the roar, but he can't. He's a motherfucking dumbass, and so I guess Ryan goes in a cage. He gets captured, sent to the wild, and yeah, it's basically a rescue mission, and to save Samsung in this tropical Africa. Yeah, let me just say, it's rip-off Madagascar. Ugh, I'm not lying to you guys. That shit is the entire plot. I just gave up with the entire plot, you know? Seriously, whoever thought of this idea should be punished. They should just go to jail or something for making this crime against humanity. Now, I'm gonna be that honest with you guys. I honestly didn't mind it as a kid, you know? I'm dead serious. I kinda liked it, but now looking back at it, and now, holy shit. Why did I love this shit? I can't imagine who could, in their right minds, actually like this movie. How? I mean, I don't understand. I heard people like Animat gave it only a 5 out of 10. I do try to respect your opinion, but I don't fucking see that. How could he just give that movie a pass? In fact, it's not a movie. It's a dried up piece of shit. And the studio, I don't remember the name of the studio, but it is atrocious. Thank God they didn't make any other animated movies after this. Now, before I get into my heated, extreme rant in this atrocity, are there any positives to this thing? Well, I guess one thing, I, for the love of God, can't think of a good quality to say about this movie. Not a single one. Positives don't even exist in this atrocity. Let the extreme rant take a convince, guys. The story sucks. Oh my god, it is terrible. It's one of the worst stories written in an animated feature. In fact, scratch that, in any movie I have ever seen. And surprisingly, it is an absolutely kind of dark movie, I gotta say. I know it's a coincidence, but seriously, there are some really disturbing moments. And that goes to another problem. The tone of the movie. Sometimes it goes on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, where one side is basically trying to be some sort of like comedy, family adventure, and sometimes it goes way too dark. And as for its humor, oh my god, the humor is abominably terrible. I did not laugh. In fact, I was vomiting every joke. It is one of the most unfunny movies I have ever seen. Not an exaggeration. I mean, I'll say this, guys. The movie starts, basically, you see the Disney logo. You know, it's like the flashlight like Disney, you know. You see in the opening of Lion King, Dinosaur, and Brother Bear, you know. And also they have this, you know, the light going over the Disney castle. And it just goes about on and off, on and off. Actually, if I could give one good positive to this movie, I will say the opening logo actually was the best, the most bearable part in the entire movie. I failed to say that. The rest of the movie just falls downhill. And there were some horrible moments, guys. Like, for example, basically, Samson's trying to connect with back with his son and basically telling him the truth that, he's not from the wild, actually. Yeah, there was kind of a lot of reveal. And, like, he's trying to save his son where these wildebeest are knocking down a dead tree. And basically, Samson's falling off the cliff and, yeah, there was a cliff for some reason. And basically, wildebeest are capturing his son, and Samson's passing out. And then all of a sudden, random dung beetles come out of nowhere. I'm like, really? What's the point of this scene? What is the point of this scene? It has fuck all, nothing to do with the rest of the movie. And its tone is totally out of place, you know? And you know what? Movies like Madagascar would have ended up like The Wild, but you know what? They weren't. They were smarter. They were, the filmmakers knew the kind of tone it was playing it out to be. In fact, I have Madagascar on DVD. That's right. It is a better movie than The Wild, and thank God I don't have that piece of shit on DVD. Also, another thing is that this movie is a big middle finger to the relationship between Mufasa and Simba. Yeah, there was a great Lion King vibe in it, right? Not only that, but also the plot is similar to Finding Nemo. That's right, a father getting his son, and that's another big middle finger to that. And the characters, oh my god, they were atrocious. Samson is a fucking asshole. I did not sympathize with him at all. He just bitches at his son all the time, you know? It's basically a ripoff of Alex from Madagascar. Well, not really. In fact, more like Mufasa, actually. And Ryan is such a whiny little bitch. Honestly, I was just praying for him to just die already, you know? And also, Benny's a piece of shit. He's a ripoff to Hammy from Over the Hedge, you know? Actually, that came out a month after this atrocity. And also this forced romance between Benny and Bridget, the giraffe, you know? Oh my god, it was stupid. Really? How could a squirrel fall in love with a giraffe? And Bridget, oh my god, she was annoying as hell, you know? She actually is the same voice of, Sally from Cars, you know? Far superior movie. That came out the same exact year. She's kind of a ripoff of Melman. And don't get me wrong, guys. I love giraffes, guys. They are magnificent looking creatures, you know? In fact, I fed one twice, you know? But this giraffe reminds me, it makes him feel like giraffes should just go extinct. Well, not really, you know, but it's sarcasm, right? And that Bing Bong snake, oh wait, sorry. Yeah, it's Richard Kind Snake, I'll just call him. Yeah, I forgot him, you know. He served no purpose to the story, just made awful jokes, yeah. I don't give a shit about him. And Nigel the koala, I'll just say he's a King Julian ripoff. He is a fucking asshole! His biggest thing that pisses him off is basically the koala, you know? I'm so cuddly, I like you. Oh my god, yeah. I'll get back to that soon. But yeah, I'll just say it, Nigel's forgettable. You will not remember him at all. But honestly, the worst character, yeah, I saved it to last. This is it. The worst character in the film, it has to be Khazar. Holy shit. Khazar has to be one of the worst animated movie villains I have ever seen. His motivation is so stupid, so, oh my god, so ridiculous. I couldn't simplify it at all. I didn't root for him. Basically, he's leading this clan, the herd of wildebeest inside this volcano, and basically they have to rise up to the top of the food chain, you know, and become carnivores. That is horribly lazy writing. How could that exist? It doesn't even exist in a fictional story or non-fictional story at all, you know. These fuckers that wrote this shit, I want their heads served on my dinner plate. And also, animation in the film. I'm surprised that people actually give this animation a pass, you know? Why? Because they say, oh, it's good, it's a decent style, it's trying to be a bit realistic animals. We haven't seen it before, right? Well, I'm sorry, I'm totally against it. I think these shitty looking, realistic looking animals look horribly, abominably terrible. I mean, look at Louisa Madagascar. Yeah, my second comparison in that movie. But it is well cartoony. It feels like a good cartoon. Because truly, animal movies can be fully animated. You see the comparison? This looks ugly as shit, you know. They don't look friendly or good. No, they look horrifying. How dare the animators made them too realistic looking like animals, you know. But honestly, the worst aspect of this movie, and it is so annoying, so irritating that I just wanted to turn off the movie. I wanted to kill myself. And of course I'm talking about The Really Nice Day. Oh my god, my ears were bleeding just listening at that shitty music. Oh my god, my head was hurting. I was in pain while listening to it.
I'm having a really nice day, really nice day, really nice day. I'm having a really nice day, really nice day, really nice day. Why don't you ask? They're frighteningly horrible monster beasts. They're not bad dancers.
No, don't do it, Alice. No, don't you dare. Please, put it down, You can survive for a few more minutes. This ramp will be done. Okay. My god, the soundtrack is completely atrocious. It is the shittiest looking soundtrack I have seen for a Disney movie. You wanna listen to better songs? Listen to You're Welcome, or listen to Hakuna Matata, or listen to Got a Friend Like Me, you know, or Be Our Guest, you know, anything but this. And as for good things in the wild, what good things? Oh my god, trying to find something good in the wild is like trying to find a hay in a fucking needle stack. This movie has like the worst script, worst writing I've ever saw in the new millennium. It's devoid of originality, it's devoid of creativity, and oh my god, I was just beating myself over and over the head. Oh my god. It is one of the top 5 worst animated features I've ever seen. And thank the Lord this animation studio, whatever the fuck it is, you know. Thank the Lord they didn't make another animated feature after this. It's a disgrace to film. It is a disgrace to animation. It is also a disgrace to Disney, certainly. Wild is one of the worst experiences I ever had in my life. It is the worst Disney movie I have ever seen. I'd rather watch Chicken Little. I'd rather watch Cars 2. I'd even rather watch the entire High School Musical trilogy. There, I said it. It is even the worst movie of 2006. It astounds me that the Nostalgia Critic actually loves this shit. If anybody asked me if I had a choice in between The Wild, The Lion King, and Inside Out, well, guess what? There is no choice. They obviously picked those 2 movies. So why the fuck can't every movie be like those 2? So The Wild shouldn't never exist at all. The only way you'll love The Wild if you love shitty movies like this. This is the shittiest of the shittiest. It isn't one of the worst experiences I've ever had. Fuck you, Disney, for making this atrocity. So please, guys, do not even be tempted to watch The Wild. Avoid it for the rest of your lives. I give The Wild 0 stars out of 5. This is absolute bullshit. And it absolutely well deserves the seal of bullshit. But I will say this, if it weren't for the Emoji Movie, Wild would have been the worst animated feature I've ever seen, you know? But not only the Emoji Movie is the worst animated feature I've ever seen, but it is the worst movie in general, you know? While The Wild may not make my go as high as like my number 2 spot of my worst movies I've ever seen. As for animated features, The Wild comes a close second. So yeah, The Wild's pretty much gonna be one of the worst movies I've ever reviewed on my channel. The Wild is certainly up there with Food Fight, Norman the North, Fantastic, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the 50 Shades trilogy, and the Emoji Movie, and The Gallows as one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Let's hope Disney can't get any worse than this, right? Except... oh, fuck! So I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching this extreme rant on The Wild, and, what are your thoughts on The Wild as well? Please, comment below, let me know, you know. And stay tuned for more MCU reviews leading up to Infinity Wars. With my next review coming up is thankfully gonna be way more positive. That'll be Iron Man 3. So, if you liked your videos, hit that subscribe button, like the video if you enjoyed it, and of course, movies are us. Skittish.
I'm ready. You got it? I got it. Well, let him have it.